So you're back live at the SDAT Tennis Stadium in Nugambakam, Chennai. Aircel Chennai Open, which we can now safely say 2014. And of course, the order of play for day 3, Judy Seller versus Michael Usney. That's done and dusted. With Michael Usney having to withdraw with a problem. We still don't know what the problem was, but he was down 3-1. He decided to call it quits. Followed by Stan Wawrinka, our number 1 seed, playing Benjamin Becker. And we've got the wild card entrance from Tamil Nadu, Balaji and Ramanathan taking on Scott Lipsky and Rajiv Ram. Followed by Liu and Sharon taking on Lopez and Oswald. This is the order of play for day 3 of this Chennai Open, the Aircel Chennai Open. And now we have the number 1 seed, Stanislas Wawrinka, playing Benjamin Becker. And of course, the crowd eating some pizza. The US Open hat. We're going to get him a Chennai Open hat now. And of course, Chennai crowd, very, very big tennis-loving crowd in this city. And of course, it gives me great pleasure to welcome my dear friend Charu Sharma into the box.
Thank you, Rico. Just looking at all of that is making me a little hungrier than I should be. But, pity about Mikhail Yuzhny. Returns to India after 6 years, winning the title here last time around. And then straight away, it was a stomach bug. His stomach was upset and they decided not to continue rather than risk some embarrassment on court. Good to see people of many nationalities here at the ASL Chennai Open. I may have to take a very short break, Rico, because there are a couple of court announcements. And the first family of tennis. Rico's daughter and wife Samir in the center, son to the left. And I'm glad that they're here, enjoying this fantastic tournament. I believe you guys have been traveling around.
That's right. We went up to the mountains. We've come down. My son is visiting from Washington. So we're having a wonderful time, and they're loving their tennis. And of course, one of the young fans here enjoying the snacks that are available in the stadium. Hopefully a future Sania Mirza or a Leander Pace or Mahesh Bhupathi in the crowd tonight. Hamburgers, pizzas, a lot of junk food around, which is not great if you want to be an athlete. And of course the popcorn, which is always welcome wherever you may go. So we've had a wonderful 2.5 days here already in Chennai, and the weather has been gorgeous this evening. It's a little wet and sort of drizzly earlier on in the afternoon, overcast. But since then it's cleared up. It's a little overcast, but absolutely perfect conditions for tennis. The weather's so much better than it was a couple of hours ago. And of course, a panoramic picture here of the wonderful SDAT Tennis Stadium, which is the property of the government of Tamil Nadu, in partnership here with the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association and of course IMG Reliance, who make it all possible. It's been a wonderful tennis event as we await the next match. Our number 1 seed here, Stan Wawrinka. Stan the man, as they call him. Loves Chennai, keeps coming back every single year to play this event. Had a very, very strong 2013. Qualifying for the World Championships in London. Benjamin Becker. His claim to fame is that he was the last man to beat Agassi on an ATP Tour tournament. So, again, a man who's been around for some time. A tough second round encounter awaits us between the top seeds Stan Wawrinka and Benjamin Becker. Players here having to have hurried up a little bit because the previous match, after about 20 minutes of play, Mikhail Yuzny decided he couldn't continue anymore. So I guess they were not expecting to start so early. So all the taping and pre-match preparations that go in may have been a little rushed. Benjamin is ready. He's on the court. Saw him warming up earlier in the afternoon on center court. As we await the number 1 seed, Stan Wawrinka. Of course, we have the FedEx Consumer Coin Toss, sponsored by FedEx. And of course, FedEx, the number 1 courier company in the world, delivering packages to every nook and corner of our universe. Stan Wawrinka wins the FedEx Consumer Coin Toss. We don't really know what he chose, but as we await the second round encounter. This is Benjamin Becker. He currently lives in Ostscholz in Germany. Ranked 79 in the world. He turned pro in 2005. Had a career best ranking of 38. He's 28 years old. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighs in at 72 kilograms. That's Benjamin Becker. Of course, this is our number 1 seed, Stanislas Wawrinka. He currently resides in St. Bartholomew in Switzerland.
How are you there?
He's ranked number 8 in the world in the singles. Turned pro 11 years ago at 2002, and his career best ranking is at present number 8. He's 28 years old. He's 6 foot tall. He weighs in at 81 kilos. Our number 1 seed, Stan Wawrinka. My old good friend Mohammed El Janati from Morocco, the chair umpire for tonight's match. Started his career when about 13-14 years ago, when I was in fact traveling with Mahesh Bhupathi as his traveling coach on the ATP tour.
Thank you.
Very, very nice man, and been around for a while. And of course, our transport sponsors, Fiat, the finest Italian cars, and this Fiat Linea is a wonderful piece of machinery. It drives us from the hotel to the courts on a daily basis, and we have a beautiful Fiat Linea on display here on center court. Of course, the wonderful crowd that comes out to watch the Chennai Open on a yearly basis. And of course, it was New Year's Eve last night, and the wonderful hotel that we're all staying at, the Hyatt Regency, had a wonderful player party. A lot of champagne was opened, and all the players absolutely had a blast. You see Benoit pair there, and you see a great shot here of all the players, the balloons coming down, Stan Wawrinka and Benoit knocking champagne into the crowd. So we're back live here at the SDAT Tennis Stadium in Nugambakkam in Balluvar Kottam, Chennai, India, as we await the top seed of the tournament, Stan Wawrinka, making his appearance in his first singles match. perfect setting as we get a great shot here of all the spectators that have gathered for this Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Welcome back Charu Sharma into the booth.
Thanks so much, Rico. And welcome once again to all our viewers on Star Sports 2 and Star Sports HD 2. Plenty of interest here in Chennai for the tournament over the years. No wonder it keeps coming back. And of course, now it is the ACO Chennai Open. I suppose it can't go to another city easily. Benjamin Becker, you must have mentioned earlier, of course, initially very famous for knocking Andre Agassi out in his last appearance on the professional tour. Still has to live that down because Agassi was one of his idols at that point of time. That was a long time back though, 2005-06 it was. And Benjamin Becker doing well enough on his own. Hasn't risen to the heights that he must have hoped for, but still consistently in the top 100. And has been a high of what, number 38. So he can play and play well.
1 minute.
And we've, I think, made enough of a meal, Rico, of this first tournament of the year being just, well, dicey, if not a potential graveyard for the better, higher seeds. Because you come off the off-season, and sure, you would have trained well and you would have practiced a bit, but match practice is the key. And therefore, the first tournament of the year is a bit of a leveler. We've seen that in quite a few cases already, but Stan WAWRINKA is a fighter of both the flanks. Great speed, power, precision. He's got everything. And in a sense, Rico, he's flowering now because he's been hanging around the top 20 for many years. But 2013 indicated that he was ready on his own to be one of the top singles players in the world.
That's right. He has his personal best ranking of all time at 28 years old. He's ranked number 8 in the top 10 of the elite world rankings. And like you said, of course, we had some tweets. Naya Saal Mubarak Ho. Greetings from Switzerland. Hoping the Indian crowd will also fan or stand the man tonight.
Well, I certainly am. He's a wonderful person as well. Quite happy to do whatever the organizers expect of some of the top players. You know, they can get a little grumpy at times, but he's very positive. Obviously loves coming back to Chennai. Won the doubles, won the singles. So, been there and done that.
So we await the second round encounter as Stanislas Wawrinka, our number 1 seed, opens his 2014 journey.
Well, with Mikhail Yuzhny sadly out of the draw because of that stomach bug, not that Stan will be feeling the pressure, but the tournament will certainly hope that the top seed Stan WAWRINKA moves on through to the quarterfinal. He is the biggest name here, also having won, and he does have a fabulous game, power-packed game, can turn it on. Very neat, efficient serving. He's pretty useful at the net too, whenever he should decide to come on up. And Benjamin Becker certainly has a big mountain to climb here. He will start serving in the second round match, the ACO Chennai Open. Yeah, just wide. So already some evidence of the WAWRINKA forehand, but he's got that beautiful, fluid, single-handed backhand that I'm such a fan of.
Yeah, it's nice to see single-handed backhands and to the fore this afternoon. We had Dudi Sela and Mikhail Yuzhny hitting single-handed forehands, backhands, and now Stan WAWRINKA, probably one of the best the world has to offer at the moment, with Richard Gasquet, fabulous one-handed backhands.
Thirteen, 15. Third shot.
Becker in early trouble. Nice long rally to warm both players up. A few deep backhands by WAWRINKA. They were handled well by Becker. Anand Amritraj really should have been in the commentary box, and I suppose he will come up soon along with Jerry Armstrong, the ATP supervisor here for the Aircel Chennai Open. And coming a year after year, good to see him back. Oh, a wild
Game Becker.
backhand by WAWRINKA. Allows Becker to hold the opening game.
First game.
He'll be happy for that. There's not much of a difference in ranking, all things considered. He's in the 70s now, Benjamin Becker. But we know that he's been ranked higher in the 30s. And yet when you're facing a top 10 player, the whole ball game changes. Rico?
Yes, his highest ranking has been 38. But like you said, this is the first tournament of the year and rankings need to be thrown out of the window. Depends who is as a little sharper on the day.
Oh! 15 love.
Deep approach by WAWRINKA off that short return. Whoa! That's what we expect from the top seed. The crowd appreciating that flashy forehand.
Hitting it on the rise. Nice and early. Didn't have much of an angle to play with, but very, very accurate with that forehand. Again, a wonderful backhand down the line by the top seed. Just
40 love.
hitting the highest part of the net and making that look so simple.
Forty, 15.
Soft hands, a lovely 1-2 by WAWRINKA. And he holds easily his opening service game. That's what we'd like to see from the top seed. Unfortunately, of course, WAWRINKA and pair went down in the doubles last night to the top seeds, Bopanna and Qureshi. Enrico Piperno has left the commentary box for a while, and Anand Amritraj is here with us. Anand, very good evening. Welcome.
Hi Charu, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, exactly. And Happy New Year to all the fans. I didn't quite expect the first match to go so quickly. So, anyways, watching this match courtside the first couple of games, both the guys are hitting the ball so well.
I think missed that overhead. Just a little lazy with his feet. WAWRINKA a little too far behind him.
Certainly let that ball get behind him, you're right. Oh, great second serve.
30 love.
On the line, down the middle, catching the center line. Benjamin Becker, of course, very famous for his taking Andre Agassi out of professional tennis. Agassi's last match as a pro.
You never live those things down, do you?
No, not if you've sent Agassi into retirement. You don't live it down. No.
30-15.
My opinion, and I've said it before, Stan Wawrinka has probably the sweetest looking one-handed backhand of all time. Certainly in this generation of tennis players. Even nicer than Federer or Richard Gasquet.
Yeah, Gasquet gives it such a big whip. But
He does,
you're right about the fluidity of the motion here is just fabulous.
It's just pretty to watch. Perfect technique, and all the kids out there should watch the Wawrinka backhand. Look at that slice. Kind of floated on him there. But it's such a pretty
40,
shot.
15.
I think it's even nicer looking than Federer's.
Again,
I think the only reason Federer wouldn't mind that comment is because both are from Switzerland.
Becker leads.
But otherwise, you might have a couple of things to say. However, Becker does hold in his second service game relatively easy. And we're on serve in this opening set. Second round singles match at the Aircel Chennai Open.
time.
2-1 in the first set. Games on serve in this second round match between Benjamin Becker of Germany and the man on your screen, Stan Wawrinka of Switzerland.
15 love.
Wow.
You know, you mentioned the forehand of his, which is pretty big, and of course that backhand, which we can keep talking about till the cows come home. But we've got to say, his serving, if not the big 200s, is certainly very clever. Finds the corners most times. Nice, easy action on the serve.
Very smooth,
That's
very
right.
easy action on the serve. And he's a strong kid though. If you look at him, he's got broad shoulders, very solidly built. Not really a kid anymore, but certainly a very strong young man. Serve not the prettiest I've seen, but it certainly gets the job done. Wawrinka played two amazing matches in 2013.
40 love.
One at the Australian Open and one at the US Open. The Aussie Open, he lost 10-8 in the fifth set to the most amazing match against Novak Djokovic. And in the US Open, he beat Murray in 5 sets. Oh, a little serve and volley.
WAWRINKA.
Quick hold.
2 games
Stan.
on.
Well, the threat of a serve and volley didn't come back to test Wawrinka.
Bring the ball. Bring the ball.
What's going on here?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
It's raining.
I must confess it rained a bit in the afternoon when there was a kids clinic, and then luckily it blew over quickly enough, and then there was a light sprinkle about 10 minutes before the opening match, about 15 minutes or so, and we were wondering whether that's going to intensify. Luckily it didn't at all. That went away, and now sadly another short spell. I say short because that's been the pattern today. But you would know Chennai a lot better, and I believe the northeast monsoon hasn't quite been very active so far.
No.
So a lot of people would be praying for rain in certain parts of Tamil Nadu. But here over Nungambakam, please, no.
No, exactly. I've been here 11 days, 12 days, and it's been perfect weather. Not a single drop of rain. This is the first one, and it's quite amazing.
Well, that's a shame, but for the moment, I've got to say that. And I suppose you can see it on your screens as well, that it is not a sharp shower, just a light drizzle. And a lot of people in the stadium are still without cover. So they will possibly just exit and get into drier areas. Plenty of things to do here, eat and drink, and many other things to distract yourself. She's quite happy to be here, isn't she?
Seems to be. Enjoying a little break here.
Hey, I'm on TV. What do you know? All right, well, you are watching day 3 of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. In case you've just joined us, a very happy new year. We will have to take a very short break because of a light sprinkle here, the Nungambakam Tennis Centre. But I dare suggest that it'll pass over quickly, and we will be back with singles action on centre court. The top seed, WAWRINKA, is on against Benjamin Becker. Of course, a lot of doubles to come. Lots of Indian interest there with the Purab Raja partnering Durisala, that's elsewhere, but we got Jensen Lu and Divij Charan against Garcia Lopez and Oswald, and of course the all Chennai combination of Sriram Balaji and the new kid on the block, Ramkumar Ramanathan against Lipsky and Ram. That's a tough opener for them, but plenty to follow. So what can I say? Apologies for the rain. We will be right back. Thanks for joining us on Star Sports 2.
This side.
Welcome back to our coverage of the ASL Chennai Open 2014. After that short drizzle, we are now back live. And Becker quickly in trouble.
Ball 48.
I'm Charu Sharma. Wonderful to have the company of Anand Amritraj. Anand, very good evening again. And WAWRINKA quickly establishing his superiority in this second round singles match.
Thank you, Charu. Really bad time for his first double fault, Benjamin Becker. Get down 3 break points early in the set. Oh, he had it. Well, not very soft hands there. He had Becker completely off the court with that superb forehand cross court, but this one right here, and he could have put this volley anywhere, but made a mess of it.
Seemed like he took his eyes off it. Caught the wrong part of the racket. Still, 2 break points.
Oops, and another double. And that with 2 donations from Benjamin Becker. Stan Wawrinka breaks serve to go up 3-2 in the first set.
Time.
The top seed at the Aircel Chennai Open 2014, now with an early break against Becker from Germany. There it is. Flowing, beautiful one-handed backhand. That's the way to go for a backhand down the line. You have it all set up nicely, all the time in the world. Perfect time to pull the trigger. Sometimes players do it way too early in a rally. Trying to consolidate his break. Great serve. 200k, 125 miles an hour. Very well placed.
On our Rado service speed gun, 200. The number. He can serve big, Wawrinka, although he keeps plenty in store, is happy with about 185 ordinarily.
He looks like he has so much time to make the shot. Benjamin Becker on the defensive all the way through that game, that rally.
Yeah, very quick finish, a minute 10 by Wawrinka. And of course, he does consolidate the break and show his superiority over Becker for now.
Well, the good thing is it certainly looks like he's come ready to play. Not always easy to play somebody who's already won a match, and being the top seed, you get a bye. So you're playing someone who's already had some practice on this court.
Well done, Benjamin Becker.
15
Holding on, standing firm. Some big angles by Wawrinka earlier on.
Well, this is a must-hold 7th game for the German. Otherwise, he can pretty much kiss the set goodbye. Oh, look at that forehand. What a monster.
That's the kind of shot that can get the crowd going. From way behind the baseline, kind of power that Wawrinka generated. Magnificent, leapt into it. Just inside the line. Becker, no answer. Oh, 161.
So,
The speed of that forehand.
100-mile-an-hour forehand. You don't see that very often. Maybe from Juan Martin Del Potro, but that's about it. No, it's not raining again, is it?
Well, just a very light drizzle, I must confess. Not that you can catch it on camera just yet, but enough for Wawrinka to say, well, I'm not risking a slip here. There we
Look at
go.
this. Drops of water on the court.
Can there be a rain-free Aircel Chennai Open? Not likely, but once again, very, very light drizzle. Happy to continue. The crowd truly appreciates the fact. As you mentioned earlier, Wawrinka's come here to play.
He has come here to play. He certainly looks like he's ready and fit. And he said he had been training in Thailand, which is almost as hot and more humid than even Chennai. Good place to train, in my opinion. Any of the Southeastern Asian countries, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, very, very high humidity. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, too good.
Just a mental error. Wawrinka has lost it for a couple of seconds and
15.
almost like he didn't see the ball. But I got a question for you, Anna.
Tell me.
You said great place to train, Bangkok, Thailand, Southeast Asia.
I
Why
think so.
not India?
No, definitely why not India?
Why don't they?
Good question. Because even Federer, I was just going to talk about him. He trains in Dubai. And Dubai, I can understand the extreme heat, but I don't think the humidity is very high there. And I don't know, why not India is a good question. Maybe they feel that there's not enough players to practice with, though they all usually travel with a hitting partner, so that should not be the reason.
Right.
And there's obviously there's Somdev, there's Yuki and a few others who are good enough to give him a run. I don't think they're good enough to beat Stan, but if you want a place to train and people to play with, Thailand certainly doesn't have any players.
Well, there you go. So that's not a reason.
Nope.
Yeah, Becker. Your boss, please.
So Becker holds, but he is still a breakdown in this opening set against the top seed, Stan Wawrinka.
Towel, please. Towel. Is a towel there? Towel. Towel. Not.
exactly. I mean, all these are kids who just became right for the first time and everything, you know. You know. 4-3 in the first set. Second round action at the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Top seed right there on your screen with new balls. Oops.
Ball 15, ladies and gentlemen, place suspended.
Oh, again? This is getting really annoying.
Yeah, well,
And now it's raining. Yes.
I do hope WAWRINKA doesn't lose it, remains patient. And of course, this one's sharper, so the crowd may quickly seek a little bit of shelter. Up at the Crow's Nest, we're okay.
And at the players getting off the court real quickly, both of them, because I think it's going to be quite wet after this. It's going to take a little while to dry the court.
It's such a shame.
Such a shame.
Well, the first match today, we had retirement because of our second seed Mikhail Yuzhny not being particularly well. That came very quickly in the opening set. I think he was down 1-3 and then said no more.
No
and now,
yes.
in the second singles, we have already 2 or 3 rain delays, and now this one threatens to be a little longer.
Yeah, definitely longer, because looking at the court out there, it certainly looks quite wet. So now these guys are a little too slow to put the covers on. I think they've got covers for the court.
Yeah, but I mean, once it's wet, then the cover's not
Too
going
late, exactly. They might as well leave it
much.
open, yeah. Have you seen those guys in Wimbledon, how quickly they get the covers on? It's absolutely amazing.
Also a function of how often it rains there.
Yeah, they're so used to
so
it.
much training.
Yeah. They have to get it on, especially the grass courts that get so slippery with a couple of few drops of rain.
Well, you know, our cameras also need to be covered very quickly enough, and everybody else seems to have sought shelter. So we will take a very short break on Star Sports 2, but of course we will be back with live action as soon as we can get the courts dry enough. You're watching second round action at the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. We'll be right back as soon as the conditions are better.
How long it's going to take, this thing. Yeah. Not going to call anything. They're going to make you sit and wait. That's the thing. Yeah. They're not going to call any matches. But yeah, not yet. Not too much later than 7 o'clock. That guy in the first match, usually second seed or third seed, he quit after 4 games. Unbelievable. Yeah, and Duty Sailor got through. Good for him, but really. So I was sitting in the hotel. You can't get this at the hotel, Star 2. So I talked to Jim, I talked to Sanjay today, and I told him, we get Star 1, 3, and 4. We don't get Star 2. They said, no, I've got somebody working on it and stuff, so it should be on this evening. I don't know. So you don't know what's going on. Then they called me from here and said, oh, you got to come on over. So I rushed over. I thought the first match would have been to nominate to 6:30, 7 o'clock. Anyway, what are you up to? Who did you show it to? Who did you show it to? Oh, okay. Yeah. Champa was here right now. She was, Yeah. So no place. Yeah. Ridiculous. Anyway, this is very unusual. I think it's kind of stopped right now. No, the problem with this court is it gets so. No, it's not raining there. So, anyways, so Vijay is obviously gone. There's no sight of him. And she's not here. And that's about it. So, okay. So, I don't know. It's going to be, there's this match and then the doubles after that. So, yeah, so it's going to be, I don't know how long this thing is going. We're going to have to wait till the score is really hard. They've got covers which they didn't put on quickly enough. Now they're trying to start sweeping the court, sweeping the water. So we'll see. Okay, I will talk later, okay? Not much happening yet, okay? I don't know, it depends on how long the break is. I'm not that hungry though. Yeah. Maybe in a couple of hours, okay? Okay, sweetie. Yeah, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Raining in another 15 minutes, huh? It's still drizzling a little bit? No. No. Yeah. What?
Like towel? Using towel?
No, not like this. And the US Open is the only other place where those lines get very slippery. That's why they are wiping the lines. But if you're going to have people do this, then you've got to have 100 guys on the court. Each wiping one little part. it's not raining. I just talked to my wife. It's not raining enough. What a joke. How annoying.
Showers after, well, even the kids is anything, but they don't really mind a couple of steps.
Yeah. Write it down on a piece of paper, get the name of the bank and all that. Is it better for you to transfer the money or better to just give it to me?
Transfer the money.
Is it? Yeah. So you need name of bank, name of account, routing number and all that. Give all that to you tomorrow. Anything else you need from me? After that, that's it. Yeah. So then, come back in 2 minutes.
नीचे गया मैं भी लूँगा इसके लिए आते तो ठंडी हो जाएगी ना थैंक यू भाई दुबई स्पोर्ट्स सिटी में थे क्या या अबू धाबी
फर्स्ट टेस्ट मैच होने वाला था दुबई में होटल्स बहुत एक्सपेंसिव था
दुबई कौन सा चीप हो गया लेकिन वहाँ
बहुत कम था
अरे वो नीचे थे लाओ लाओ जल्दी आओ
क्या है
हाईजैक हो गया रास्ते में हो गया क्या ना
ये सबका ही लेके आ रहा हूँ
उल्टा एक्सीडेंट हो
नहीं आ सकते तो पता नहीं कब मैच होने के बाद उसको देखने होता ना ये कर देगा सामने से भी आएगा
मैं कह रहा हूँ ये ठीक नहीं है बहुत 3/4 7-10-70% जाना पड़ता है टू प्लेयर का यही कि मैं जानता हूँ कि अपने ये कनेक्टर में थोड़ा सा पुराना हो जाता है बहुत पुराना
वो तो ये कर देगा
तो
ये आएगा
तो बट मेरे को अगर हो सके तो यही ट्यूब चाहिए थोड़ा सा अगर नहीं कहीं गड़बड़ चाहिए तो ये क्योंकि या जो मेरा ईयरपीस से जो कनेक्टेड है वो स्टिफ है नहीं कि बहुत What is it here? This only or
Okay.
cheese is there? With chicken.
ठीक है ये कौन सा इससे आपके पास वाला वेज तो
क्या है यार? हरा भरा. Spinach, cheese. Ouch. Thank you, boss. एक रख देते हैं, कोई भी आएगा तो वो को आएगा बाद.
एक वेज
एक वेज एक चिकन. It's gonna be a long night. Lord.
At least 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. तो यहाँ ह्यूमिडिटी इतनी है कि झुकता ही नहीं जल्दी से. wife. Don't want to, my sir don't want to. You're a manager in a good place, you say, don't want, don't want. Don't want. So, ठीक है. Must be very cold ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nungambakkam Tennis Stadium here at Chennai, India. Aircel Chennai Open 2014 second round action. Stan Wawrinka, the number 1 seed from Switzerland, against Benjamin Becker. We've been in a rain delay for the past half an hour or so, with Wawrinka leading 4 games to 3 in the first set and being a break up. There you see the top seed, and that is Benjamin Becker. The break always good for the player who's down, because it gives him a chance to regroup, talk to his coach, and get his head together. So this man is definitely at an advantage. He was broken the last time we had a rain delay, so possibly he's got his head together by now. Crowd has filed back into their seats. The rain has stopped, and hopefully we won't see any more tonight, Charu.
Yeah, Anand, that's the last thing we need. We've had enough of a problem with today's play, if I can put it that way. First with Mikhail Yuzhny retiring due to a stomach illness. Second seed is no longer in the tournament. Just a very short start to that opening singles second round match here. 1-3 down, and then the retirement. And well, as long as we don't have any more rain delays, I think the spectators here, who've been very patient, will be delighted to see the top seed in action. And of course, those watching on Star Sports 2, the best tennis in South Asia year after year. Award-winning tournament, the ACO Chennai Open. The best organized, great hospitality.
And rightly so. They've got a very nice hotel, the Hyatt Regency. Got the Fiat cars that run the players around from the courts to the hotel, tournament site and back. So that's very well organized. Have great dinners for the players, courtesy once again of the Regency, Hyatt.
Yeah, we got a couple of new partners as well, apart from Fiat. There's Rado, who does a service speed gun.
Absolutely.
And it's always great to check the serve speeds. I mean, it's one of the high points in the game. Because of technology now, that's possible, well, for many years. And it's always exciting to watch whether they can serve over 200, 225, 230, the big boys.
And of course, we've got the most interesting system with the challenge, the Hawkeye Challenge system, the Aircel Hawkeye Challenge, which of course all the players are so excited about. But did you see what happened yesterday in Somdev's match?
Well, it happened once, and I suppose, despite the best technology in the world, I mean, 1% chance is always there.
Did you see the time at which it happened?
Oh gosh, it was heartbreaking.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. 4-all, 30-all, Somdev serve. Ramkumar hits a forehand that is very close to the line. Could have been in, could have been out. The linesman calls it wide, then calls it in. The umpire agrees with him, calls it in. Somdev obviously has to challenge it, and he does. The challenge system doesn't work. And they wait at least 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know about the 3 minutes, but the truth is that I'm a firm believer in technology and using technology when you can. Once in a while, I mean, what are the chances that happens? Once in 200, 500 challenges.
But you know what the worst thing was the fact that the next point, Somdev challenged and it did work. So
I know, it's just one of those things.
That was just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
For the Indian number 1.
For sure.
Yeah. But still, all credit to young Ramkumar for playing the match of his life.
Well, it was a bittersweet moment for Indian tennis,
because
it was. One hero might have fallen temporarily, but it gave rise to the birth of another.
Well, as well as Ramkumar,
hero.
Well, as Ramkumar played, Som was definitely far from his best, and little nervous maybe to start the match, and having not played for a whole month, he's had time off and a training camp in Hyderabad and all of that. But it's still full kudos to Ramkumar for coming through that match.
All right, sorry, Anand, I'm dragging you back to something I'd asked earlier. It's off-season training, and you mentioned many other places, the Middle East and the Southeast, where a lot of the players do camp for a couple of weeks. Why not India? Because I can understand it. We didn't have enough hospitality. We've got the finest hotels in the world now, and we've got just the kind of weather they would like to train in. And the facilities, right here, for instance.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just wondering why not. I know Somdev likes to come and practice over here, which is good. And
I'm talking about players such as Benoit Paire and others, Europeans.
Using Chennai as a base, but Benoit Paire or Stan Wawrinka or any of the other ones. Nadal, of course, I think stays in Spain. But that's a good question. I really don't have an answer for that. why they don't come here to train, because this would be the perfect conditions, especially Chennai, because it's not hot but not too hot. It's about 27, 28 in the daytime and beautiful in the evenings.
I'm sorry, I have a viewpoint on that, which is the cliched viewpoint.
What's that?
It's not hotter or hottest, but it's certainly hot.
81
Level
is
1, hot.
Yeah, 81 is 81 Fahrenheit or
Can do.
27 centigrade is not bad at all. And you go to Australia, it's going to be a lot worse for these guys.
Yeah, I can see you got your back up. Okay, I'll take it all back.
No, I don't. Well, they should try and come in and play in April. That'll really fix them up.
As they did, I think, once or twice in the past. And oh
First
boy,
4 or 5 years, it was in 3 or 4 years, it was in April.
Time.
that was
No, that
torture.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Okay, so we are all set. It could also be, just to labour that point, a question of the Indian players maybe talking to the overseas counterparts and saying, hey, come on over, we've got everything. And if we can just set a tradition of off-season training in India with a few of these overseas players, I think it will also be great for the local players to train with them to see how it all goes.
Yeah, no question.
Okay, these young ladies are right. Game on, and our Rado clock tells us that just about 47 minutes and odd since we played the last point. We are back 21 minutes in the match so far. And it's
Stan WAWRINKA with
a
the
breakup.
4-3 lead, but having lost the first point in game 8. Love 15.
Watching the Aircel Chennai Open 2014 on Star Sports 2. Crowd happy to have play resume.
That's pulling the trigger a little too early with that backhand down the line. I know he had it lined up, but he needs to get his head back into this game, into this set. Love 30. Great return. Big hitting on both sides, but Benjamin BECKER staying solid, and now 3 breakback points, 3 chances to make it 4 games apiece.
Well, after that magnificent return, BECKER was always favourite, but good for him that he held firm.
Yeah, great serve. Needs to use that serve more often. The kicker out wide on the first serve, forcing BECKER to hit the ball high above his shoulder. Not an easy shot, even for a two-hander. Another great serve. 2 good ones. Not that heavy, but 180 kilometers now, but very well placed. 2 chances gone. 1 more for the German.
Well, if you have a good serve, it's just such a bailout. 2 excellent serves so far.
Oh yes, a measured forehand, superbly struck, reverse cross court, getting him back to deuce. Well, the German has always been a top 100 player, but never progressed, I think, into the top 40 or even 50. That's huge. Went for the heat there.
Advantage WAWRINKA.
208. Wow. Wow. Now that's a backhand off of a great backhand. There's one for the books, Charo.
Well, he had very little space to work with, was on the stretch. This is a fabulous backhand cross court, but look how BECKER's right there and threads the needle, as it were.
Well, that's where the left hand comes into play when you have a two-handed backhand. Held firm, use the left hand for guidance, steers the ball down the line. Superb. Ooh, went for it and missed.
Advantage BECKER.
BECKER with another chance. Break point number 4. Great backhand again.
Stop.
Oh,
Becker is challenging the
Yeah,
ball.
I could sense that challenge because the linesman was certainly unsighted. Becker was right over the ball and should have sighted it well.
well, the thing with the
Quick to
challenge is
challenge.
you've got to do it right away, and
did.
Becker did. And well,
Stand.
that was not so great because WAWRINKA missed that next forehand for one reason or another,
Mr. Becker has to challenge him.
and that was, I think, a tricky challenge from this man here. Not too happy with it. Tennis, of course, a game of inches, and did not go the Germans' way.
I think that wry smile of Becker after he challenged was an indication that he may have misread that situation, and he said, "Oh shucks, I raised my finger. Too late now."
Oh no, complete miss hit. Becker plays so far behind the baseline. If you notice, he's about 10 feet behind the baseline. Hard to generate pace from there, especially when you're playing someone like this who cracks the ball around. He starts off there and moves backward. Oh, serve and volley.
WAWRINKA.
Very nice. WAWRINKA dodging a bullet.
WAWRINKA leads.
This is the second time he's done that in the last point of his serve. Served and threatened to come in. And of course Becker with the error both times. Didn't really test WAWRINKA with the volley.
Certainly had his chances in that game. Yeah, great serve. Big heat down the tee. 210.
50 love.
Just a little too aggressive. WAWRINKA, you mentioned that he does tend to pull the trigger maybe a shade
Little
sooner
too
than he
soon,
might.
yeah.
Yeah.
Though when he is in full flow, he's a beautiful player to watch. As you can see, he has a slice as well when he needs it. Great forehand.
Well, that's the thing with the single-handed backhand. It allows you to slice so much easier than the two-handed backhanders.
Yeah, great serve. Ooh,
Big miss by Becker.
not an easy ball. It was high, deep, and Becker had to generate his own pace. Just a bit long. Look how far behind the baseline he is. Playing defense all the way through is Benjamin Becker.
30-40.
Thought WAWRINKA might have gone up the line, but he missed one earlier on and therefore sent it cross court. Did
Set point.
unforced error.
Ah, it's a good backhand. What a point. Oh, well played. What a point.
WAWRINKA.
Best point of the set. And on set point 2,
6 games to 3.
And the top seed finally breaks again for 6 games to 3. First set.
Score update from the first set. Wawrinka 6 games.
Well, the first set, as well as this man has played, he lost serve twice, Becker, to go down 6 games to 3. This volley didn't bend his knees, did not get down for it, and a little upset with himself.
Took it about a foot and a half behind. Well, too far
Second
back.
set.
And the chances that he would make that volley were seriously reduced. So we start our second set. The top seed having taken the first.
Beautiful approach shot. One-handed slice right in the corner.
15 love.
That's an instant reminder of tennis in the 60s, 70s. Slice it deep into the backhand and chase it up.
Well, I think his third double fault of the match already. He does have a good kicker second serve. Sometimes the ball gets a bit too much to his left on the toss.
Oh, what a bomb down the middle. Well over 200.
30-15.
Oh. 2 in a row.
40-15.
Both about, this one, the last one about 211 kilometers an hour on the Radar speed gun. Oh, great volley. Oh, just wide.
A good decision by WAWRINKA. He did look like he would go for that very difficult backhand overhead, but realized that it might float wide, and it did.
Well, how many times has Stan won this tournament? Twice or once?
Once, 2011. So
Right.
WAWRINKA, fairly deep. Just a couple of shots that were inside that service area. 92% outside it.
So did he lose in the final once then, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, he won the doubles here as well last year.
Yeah,
So
right.
he's done it all.
Apparently it was a really close doubles match yesterday. 11-9 in the super tiebreaker.
I was there then calling it, and I tell you,
Bobs and Qureshi were lucky to get out of it. Ooh.
yeah, really, the momentum had
15
swung
love.
squarely in favor of WAWRINKA and pair.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting that they didn't want to win as badly as Bopan and Qureshi, but they really let it go.
Well, the Indo-Pak Express is back then.
By the skin of their teeth.
The skin of their teeth. Oh, great backhand. From that far behind, it's the ball down the line. He has so much upper body strength, Stan WAWRINKA. Even the high ones, he can hit a topspin return with. Not an easy shot to make.
Certainly not up the line.
even harder. Old Benjamin here needs to play a good first few games, otherwise this match is going to quickly get away from him. Oops.
Well, that's the difference. He's missed a few of the easy ones. For instance, the last point of the last set.
Closed the racket face a bit too much there. I know he wanted to get the angle going, but too much of a closed racket face, dumps it middle of the net. Oops. That was a duck volley. Missed some easy sitters.
He set it up so well.
I would be so upset if I had this one coming at me and completely floating ball.
Ken looks like he was a little late on it.
Not only that, too big a backswing too. Ah, great forehand. No, pulled it wide. Stan playing very close to the lines. And Benjamin a little lucky to get out of that. But the way he's played, he knows he's going to have a few more chances.
Well, no good time for a double fault, but WAWRINKA has also gotten, 3 doubles so far.
No, that's out. Great serve, great forehand from the German. Good depth. Yeah, that's just big hitting from the back of the court. The first backhand of WAWRINKA's looked like it might sail long, but the topspin brought it down within a foot of the baseline. And then that huge forehand. Great backhand again.
Flirting with the lines, WAWRINKA.
Ah, that's just tremendous. Went from defense to offense so well. Poor Becker wondering what he needs to do to win a point. Kind of feel sorry for the guy. He's playing as well as he can play and just being completely outplayed.
Yeah, for now, errors are very limited. There it is again. And
This
watch
one
this.
sits up a little bit and Stan takes full advantage. Yeah, good shot.
Well, what can he do? That. Attack the WAWRINKA second serve whenever possible. Wonderful return. He's done that on more than a couple of occasions. But WAWRINKA on the back foot.
That's a heck of a drop shot, but not very wise at love 15 when you're serving and break up. Certainly not a high percentage shot, but he plays this with so much feel. And Becker, as quick as he is, barely gets to it. There's a gutsy shot at love 15. Nice get. Yeah, too good. That's the way to do it. Hit behind the guy. Well played.
15, 30.
Couple of good points by Becker. Nice get on the run by WAWRINKA and goes behind him again.
Lots of open space to hit into.
Third shot.
Erased with an ace. 15-30 to 30 all. Perfect time. Well, he's certainly seeing the ball very well, WAWRINKA. Ah, that's beautiful. Watch that. Spectacular one-handed down the line.
Fluid, sweet,
40-30.
perfect.
He must enjoy playing in Chennai, Stan. Oh, well picked up. Beautiful.
WAWRINKA.
And he started enjoying playing around the world now. In the top 10, courtesy of fabulous
WAWRINKA
2013. Leads by a set and 3 love the second.
Time.
Welcome back to the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Benjamin Becker on your screen, down a set and love 3 in a deep hole that from where I sit is going to be a little difficult to climb out of. Playing the number 1 seed right there.
Net.
Just does everything a little bit better than Becker. Similar style of play, except that one has a two-hander and one has a single-handed backhand.
Mr. Becker.
Both great ground strokers.
Well, certainly very close to the line, and Becker up against the wall decides to challenge it. Not a key moment in this match.
They certainly look good from here.
Very close. Yes, it caught a bit of the line.
Overturn.
Good enough.
I'll quickly add that it's just very difficult for linesmen at that speed to exactly assess where the ball lands.
Net for service.
There's a must hole for the German. Oh, another great serve. Oh, that's just sheer pace. Sheer pace from the WAWRINKA backhand, beating Becker. Though he did have the racket in the right spot, needed to have a little firmer wrist is what was needed. Nope. Going for a little too much there.
30.
Well, the Germans have a lot of good players. I've seen Philipp Kohlschreiber, Philipp Pechner, among others. They play Davis Cup. Tommy Haas, of course. At 35, number 12 in the world. Incredibly.
Good as the Germans are, I'm afraid the Spaniards have taken over international tennis.
The Spaniards and the French, they're the number 1 and number 2 nations in tennis. Each of them has 14 players in the top 100. Can you imagine France has 14 players in the top 100? Incredible. Oops.
Well, I'm not so sure they're winning as much as the Spaniards.
No, they're not.
A little quieter.
In the top 10, there's only 2 of them. There's Songa and Gasquet. They're 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 in the rankings. But the Spaniards are right on top. Nadal, Ferrer. Oh yes. I wonder why he didn't go for that. It wasn't. Maybe he thought it was going in the other direction. Well, saved a break point. Ball just coming off the WAWRINKA racket
Just wide.
like a rocket.
Huge forehands. WAWRINKA.
Seeing the ball so well. That's what I would call a good miss. He went for it, missed it by a couple of inches. No. Oh wow, look at that. Nicely done.
Well, I feel sorry for Becker there. The return by WAWRINKA falling at his ankles and didn't allow him particularly good volley. Just a quick half volley pickup. And of course, WAWRINKA could have put it away anywhere, and he did.
He got there well in time.
Net for service.
Yeah,
Advantage Becker.
he needs that. Great serve. Over 200 kilometers an hour. 208 to be precise.
Yeah, Becker.
Just long. Great hold from the German.
WAWRINKA leads 3 games to
Trying
1.
to stay close and hoping for one shake again.
I must confess that was a little cavalier by WAWRINKA, knowing that he is ahead of break, took a few too many chances, and a couple of inches here, there, and the other, but didn't seem to care too much. But here's the serve direction. Well, down the center from the deuce court and from the ad court, as you can expect, out wide.
Ooh,
In terms of percentages.
there it is again. Just lined it up so beautifully.
15 love.
Sheer brilliance. Giving it that inside out single-handed backhand. 143 the speed of that backhand winner. I can understand when you slam forehands with your full body weight. 140, sometimes even 160 as WAWRINKA showed. But 143 from the backhand came out of nowhere. And not easy to deal with that speed, leave alone the positioning
Here
placement.
comes the challenge. Way out. Good challenge by the German. Well, just doesn't have enough pace, enough depth to challenge the ground strokes of the Swiss. WAWRINKA done a nice job of throwing in a few serve and volleys, especially on game points. There's the easy put away, set up by that wonderful backhand cross court.
14-15.
This one here, watch the way he lines it up. Follows it in rightly, and the easy forehand put away. Another serve and volley. 2 this game, and he lost both points.
Once again, I may dare suggest that knowing that he's not likely to face too much opposition from Becker, or that he can handle everything that Becker throws, he's gone in for a couple of variations
No,
just to test them out.
with that missed forehand, Stan WAWRINKA
WAWRINKA leads
up
4
4-1 in the second set, having won the first.
Towel, please. Time.
Welcome back to our coverage of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. You're watching it on Star Sports 2 live coverage from the Nungambakkam Tennis Centre in Chennai. And our top seed, Stan Wawrinka, is threatening to race away with this second round singles match. He got a bye in the opening round. The first match of the year could always be tricky, but he's handled it well. Clearly superior. And Benjamin Becker.
That was close. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Benjamin Becker, ranked in the 30s, late 30s, is proving to be no match with no match against Stan Wawrinka, who has broken into the top 10 for the very first time in 2013. So he's at the top of his game for sure, the top seed.
Oh, brilliant. You know, that backhand of his, aside from being a thing of beauty, he can vary the heights, the paces, the spins. Unbelievable. It's amazing backhand. The forehand's not bad either. Look at that. That's height on the backhand. Look at the forehand.
Oh, take that!
Tremendous. Just flawless stuff from the Swiss star.
5 games to 1.
Funnily enough, at the end of last year, Federer was ranked 7 and Wawrinka 8. So
Close.
very, very close. I thought maybe Stan would get ahead of him. But no, Fed stayed ahead.
He's really throwing the kitchen sink a good 13k quicker on average than Becker on the backhand.
Well, Becker hasn't played badly. It's just that he's been totally outplayed by somebody a couple of levels above him. But like you said, he's ranked in the 30s. I mean, you have to be really good to be ranked over there. India would love to have somebody ranked in the 30s or 40s or 50s. You know? That would be so great. Great for the country, great for our Davis Cup team. Well, this match is going very fast. 3 match points for the Swiss star as my friend Charu makes the long trek down to the tennis court. Keep him in shape. It's about 100 steps from the tennis court up to this, what we call the crow's nest up here, the commentary box. Oh yeah, there it is. Very clean, very clinical.
6-3, 6-1.
Very well played from the Swiss. Becker has nothing to be ashamed of. He played as well as he could, or as well as he was allowed to play. And number 1 seed, hitting the ball about as well as I've ever seen him play. No sweat. He has to be happy with that performance as we see confirmation of the final score 6-3, 6-1 to Stan Wawrinka over Benjamin Becker. Round 2 of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. He has to be pleased having made such a good start of the tournament. A bye in the first round, this win in the second, puts him through to the round of 16. And now his attempt with the cricket bat. If he sees the ball as well as he has been doing with the tennis racket, he'll be fine. Well, he is seeing the ball well. Yeah, not a great swing, but hitting the ball right in the middle of the cricket bat. Yeah. Lobbing it into the cheap seats. Come on, hit it. Yeah, good shot. That's a good one. Lobbing it again. WAWRINKA now will play the winner of Ayaz Bedene from Slovakia or Kudretsev, who beat Modesta Agut yesterday in a very good match. So he gets to play one of the winner of that match in the last 16 tomorrow. Charu is there with the winner of this match. Let's go down to him.
Thanks so much. Wow! Stan, one thing's very clear. Your cricket has improved.
Yes, a little bit. No, I'm first really happy to be back here in Chennai. I had some good memories here the past few years, so I'm really happy to be here tonight. And yeah, it was a perfect start for me. I'm really happy with the performance. I think I played a really good match. I was really aggressive, solid from the baseline, and I cannot start better. So I'm enjoying now and be ready for the next one.
Well, I'm not so sure Benji BECKER is feeling quite so good at this point of time. I mean, what was the hurry?
You know, it was raining today, so I was scared a little bit for the rest of the night. But no, I came here, first match of the year, try to put during the match what I did during practice, during off season, and again I like the condition, I like the tournament, I like the people who's coming to watch me, and I enjoy to be here.
Well, since you wrapped up the match very quickly, give us another 30 seconds here. Where did you train off season?
Home in Switzerland. You know, I'm traveling so much during the year, so I like to be home, relaxing a little bit, practicing there, and every year, you know, I take more or less 1 month to try to improve. It's not easy to always improve, but I try to practice hard and be ready for a long season again.
Well, there's no doubt that you had a fantastic 213, got into the top 10 for the very first time, and I don't know what your goals are here, but I tell you what, there's one other teammate of yours from Switzerland who's a little worried about the rankings right now.
No, I don't think so. You know, I think he's going to do a great year again. He's ready for this season. I hope he's going to be back in the top of the ranking. And for myself, I try to improve. You know, I'm number 8 in the world. I'm really happy with 2013. I will try to do better in 2014, but it's really tough. Players are there. You need to win a lot of matches. So the only thing I can control is what I'm doing during practice, and that's the most important.
Well, we don't know about Federer, but all of us here in Chennai wish you the very best, and hopefully you can improve on your 2013 ranking. It's very important for the tournament that our top seed stays through. Stan, congratulations, well played.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our top seed through to the quarterfinals, straight sets, 6-3, 6-1, back to the commentary box.
That, of course, is Stan WAWRINKA.